Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So there's no doubt about it, Sergey Derevyanchenko definitely surprised Gennady Golovkin, giving him damn near his toughest fight ever. In fact, even Gennady Golovkin himself, he said, and I quote, "It was a bad day for me and a good day for Derevyanchenko." Now, right after the fight, I got a lot of text messages from people saying that they thought Derevyanchenko was robbed. I need to go back and watch the fight again because I did miss about 3 or 4 rounds. So I want to go back and rescore the fight. Now, obviously, a lot of people are going to attribute this to Gennady Golovkin's age, but you still have to give Derevyanchenko credit because he put on a great fight. He gave Golovkin a lot of problems with his speed, his combinations, his activity. It posed a lot of problems for Gennady Golovkin. Now, there's no doubt about it that Gennady Golovkin is getting older, but let's just be honest and let's be realistic. If Vanes Martirosyan would have been in the ring with Golovkin tonight, we would have seen Golovkin look sensational. If Willie Monroe would have been in the ring with Golovkin tonight, he would have looked sensational. At the end of the day, Gennady Golovkin is now facing better competition. So he's not going to look the same way he looked when he was in there with Dominic Wade, because he's not in there with a Dominic Wade. So if Gennady Golovkin is nearing the end of his career and he ends up retiring, he has no one to blame but himself for retiring as one of the most overrated fighters of all time, because he had his opportunity to get in the ring with great fighters like Andre Ward, like Edeslani Lara. When Andre Ward was calling out Golovkin, Andre Ward was pound for pound, the undisputed pound for pound best fighter in the world. If Gennady Golovkin really thought he was the best, he should have went after Ward. Imagine having Andre Ward on your resume if you could beat him. I mean, he had many fighters. James DeGale, when James DeGale was in his prime, he's another fighter that was calling out Gennady Golovkin. And Triple G did not take the fight. So, yeah, things may be winding down for Gennady Golovkin. I mean, right before this fight, he even started to say, well, you know, my only opponent is my age now. You know, so if he's saying something like that, clearly he's heard so many of the fans say it that now he's basically regurgitating the stuff that they're saying. Now, the other thing that makes Golovkin look bad is the fact that he practically built his whole career fighting Canelo Alvarez. And then as soon as he ends up fighting Canelo Alvarez, he ends up losing to him. Now, I want you guys to think about this for a second. Even if you were to say that Golovkin was robbed, the question comes to mind. How come Golovkin could not dominate Canelo Alvarez the way Floyd Mayweather dominated Canelo when Floyd was way smaller than Canelo Alvarez? If Golovkin would have dominated Canelo the way Floyd did, there would have been no way they could have robbed him, right? I mean, we even know that even with the one judge in the Floyd Mayweather fight that had to fight a draw, it wasn't enough for them to take the win from Floyd Mayweather because he completely dominated Canelo. And you would think that a much bigger, stronger Golovkin would be able to do the same thing, but he couldn't do it. So, yeah, man, if Golovkin doesn't get in the ring with all the top middleweights, if he doesn't get in there and dominate Canelo Alvarez, if he gets a third fight, then his entire career was a failure, as HBO's Jim Lampley put it. With that being said, I'm gonna wrap this video up. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.